and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete. Your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, legends, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in a state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise, I'm ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Keep the money and change, we ruin the vibes and tracking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies, or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through cold and morals. Ooh.
Cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, well, your man's have been in jail before. Whoa. You know them uppercats you run with, get done with, done quick. You going from the dog with some bumps. Alright, they go to.
In the game for Cincinnati.
It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like. Alright, Slim, so watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Come on. Hit! Panther 60, Panther 60.
On play action, Shador. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Liking 18.
They go play action now with Sanders. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
By
if you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Sanders. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Okay, ready?
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door.
Go!
1st
Mustang 19.
and goal.
Prep goal 80.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. It is dropped in the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. That is 16th touchdown of the year. No problem there on the extra point, and the Browns will take a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
11. Here we go. Stop.
First carry for Joe Mixon. Oh, a loose football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Sanders, little pop pass here. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
On the set.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Shador. That is caught downfield by Pierce. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
And the Browns first
22 yards, the pickup there. It's a Browns first down.
Here we go. Hurt. Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Ready.
Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the 7-yard line.
Ready.
He'll stay on the ground with Sampson. And he's in! Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Cleveland. Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good. And the Browns will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
On one, ready?
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. Finding room at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bengals are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Bengals 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Panther 60.
As Stewart on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 at the 21-yard
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down here, Sanders. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Trey Hendrickson. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Ready? 60 Maverick. 6. Get it? 60 Bison. 18 Rattler.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Burrow here on 2nd down. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Browns.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
The PAT, up and good. And And the Browns will take a 21-7 lead.
Bengals 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down throw for Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. 54 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one, taken in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
Here we go. Cowboy,
They'll start on the ground with Sampson. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Jordan Battle up from his safety spot makes the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
let's go now.
Sanders will throw it. And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. They need 8 as they come up for third down. To throw is Sanders. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
Their own 47-yard line.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Third and long.
The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Working out of the gun, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase, touchdown Bengals. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, set! Cougar 19!
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. The extra point is good. And the Browns go up by 7. 28-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And they'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
Bengal ball carrier taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Talk things over before 3rd down.
On 1, ready?
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
So it's 3rd down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
Makes the score Browns 35, Bengals 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. In trouble, and down he goes.
Gotta go score.
It's 2nd down.
11.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Ready? Hawk 70. Ready, up.
Play action. It's Sanders. That is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Here we go. Right in.
To throw is Burrow. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense,
that's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Throwing now, Sanders on 1st down. Throw on the run is complete. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
That's good.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We'll have more from Cleveland after this. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 33-yard line.
Warrior 70. 70 left. Ready.
Now it's Sanders. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd down, 3 to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Again, it's Sanders. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's Sampson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Drop 60, drop 6, Hawk 70, Hawk 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Steady.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hurt, hurt. 18, Pioneer.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Shador. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Burrow now. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's sack.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
One, ready? Here we go. Stop!
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Right, Galpin up to make the play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
11. Ready?
Now, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
70. Panther 6.
On first down, it's Sanders. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready?
They run it once more with Judkins. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Third and 2. Here we go.
Dragon 60. Ready? Cowboy 8. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18. Pioneer.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
60 back. 70 Lions. Street.
They'll try it now with Sampson. Oh, yeah. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. It'll wind up a gain of 5 on 4th and 2.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move them, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through.
Left side, he's got the Njoku. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. It is 2nd and 9.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk, go!
Now, Sanders. High-headed defenders draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 9 yards.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down.
Go! 70 Ring, 70 Timberwolf. Ready?
Now Shedeur. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On the jump.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. Back up.
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
11 mighty. Sahat.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Made by Christian Fulton. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 11. Ready?
Now, Burrow. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's get set.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And he's got another one. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
From the 6. Ready.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First and 10.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
Complete to number 3. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 46, here's second down and 2.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Go.
To throw is Sanders. And this one is caught by Pierce. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
There's that man again, another catch. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard.
Ready.
On play action, Shador. Well, another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. Throwing again is Sanders. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
At the 2-yard
Big
line.
time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down.
Second and goal.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and it's not going to be a lot of gain.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of ways for defensive linemen to disrupt the passing game. That's everything about today's modern NFL. How do you disrupt the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable? Of course, sacking him is a great way, but even getting your hands up in those throwing lanes and tipping passes, that is so frustrating for these quarterbacks.
Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? Third and goal coming up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hurt. Warriors, 70.
Here's Sanders to throw. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point is up and through. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On 2, ready?
From the 35, it's first and 10.
It's this set.
Here's Burr. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's a dozen. Catch number 12 and a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike. This pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game. And they're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total.
To throw again is Sanders. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down.
65 catch, 65 catch.
They'll drop to throw. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
Less than a yard.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks.
Let's go now.
And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Back on 80. Check. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, right?
4th down. Here's Sanders. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have a Browns first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
18. Ready. Mustang 19.
Sanders going to throw again. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Again, working deep downfield. He's got it! And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 54 yards.
Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
On one, right?
Here we go. 11. 180. It's hot.
Burrow to throw. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there.
On one, ready?
So here it is, 4th down and 10.
It's your set. 180. 12.
Burrow. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Yeah. And the Browns are going to have it just past their 25.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They go play action now with Sanders. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's first down.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Gun.
Burrow now. This one deep downfield for Chase. And that is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here we go.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. They're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
Ready? Steady.
On the ground, it's Sampson to start this drive. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.
Typical.